Galaw-gaw, kay harot-harot tingnan, maliksi, di mapigil ang gaslaw. Galaw-gaw, ang lahat ginagalaw.
Nandito po si Assistant Secretary Grace Princesa ng DFA, who will talk about her project, and she will be introduced by Cynthia.
ASEC Grace Relucio Princesa, as a former Philippine Ambassador to the United Arab Emirates, presently Assistant Secretary of the Department's Legislative Liaison Unit. Ms. Grace Relucio Princesa has been a Philippine public servant, career diplomat for 37 years, from 1979 to 2016. She finished her Bachelor of Science in Foreign Service and some masteral units from the University of the Philippines. She is a recent graduate of the Masters of Arts in Migration Studies from Miriam College. She entered the Department of Foreign Affairs in November 1986. Her home office assignments were at the offices of the Consular, European, ASEAN, and Pacific Affairs, and the Office of Personnel and Administrative Services. She was also the Executive Director in the Office of the United Nations and international organizations. She was the first Philippine Lady Consul and later the first Philippine Lady Ambassador to the United Arab Emirates from 1994 to 1996 and 2009 to 2015 respectively. Chicago was her first foreign assignments in 1990, and her second assignments was in Abu Dhabi. Okay. She was given recognition in 2006 by the Ligao City government as an outstanding Ligawenyo, and she was given the Ulirang Ina Award for 2010 by the National Mother's Day and Father's Day Foundation and on May 5, 2012. She writes about God's blessings, healings, and miracles in her life, Indeed the Shame, a publication of the Life of Jesus Family, a Catholic lay group led by Brother Bo Sanchez. Likewise, she is active in the Couples for Christ Handmaids of the Lord and the Roca Regina Rosely Contemplative Association, the late partner of the Dominican Sisters of Regina Rosely.
It's like very good credential, ASEC, ha? Ambassador. Pero ambassador pala itong ating Assistant Secretary without us knowing it. Hindi nilagay dito sa kanyang
Dagdag ko pa ho, ako nga po pala yung consul ni the late Ambassador and Congressman Roy Señeres for the Sara Balabagan case. Ako rin po yung, if you remember My Beautiful Face, nakikinig lang. Ako po yung nag-evacuate sa US-Iraq War in 2003. Escalante pa ako noon, nabiyuda lang ako sa went back to Princesa. But migration po and the search for meaning as a Filipino ang aking pinagagagawa. Yes.
Is your dad the attorney, the lawyer? Attorney Princesa?
He's my brother. Kapatid ko po si
brother mo, kaibigan namin yun. Kaibigan namin, grupo namin nila Bono Adasa. Bigyan mo kami ASEC ng bird's eye view ng advocacy mo, no?
How many minutes do I have?
Ako ay Pilipino. Ano ba to?
How many minutes ito ng buhay ko hugot moment? I'm 60 years old, halata ba? Lola of two. But sabi ko nga, my late father was also a politician. Basta, maaga pa ako, parang may tanong ko sarili ko, ba't ako buhay? Ba't ako Pilipino? O, di ba drama ko? And it ended up with an article that I'll give to you later on. Sino ako? Ako ay Pilipino. Taas na ang kahit kanino. I hope to make this into a book subtitled Rebuilding Our Walls, Reclaiming Our Wealth. So, sino po ang nagsabi na ang hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan, hindi makakarating sa paroroonan? Sino po? Sino po? Sagot! At sino po yung bayani natin noong November 30? So, I'm also a member of the Rizal Blumentritt Pamantahalaan Academy. It's a movement po. Sige na, bisitahin sa UP. We will unveil it on December 15. It's a dambana ng bayan or covenant monument inspired by President Digong actually po. Maybe he's the one na hinihintay natin to effect change. Because we've been trying to, and I'll start with, so it's a dambana ng bayan, covenant monument for good governance. Mr. Eric, San Juan, don't we want that po? Isn't that what we're trying to have? But sabi nga namin ang hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan, hindi makakarating. And the founding father of the UAE also said the same thing, si Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan. A nation without a past will be a nation without a present and a future. So that's why we're going back to the advocacies of our heroes po. Kasi pag hindi natin, parang yung sinasabi nga, parang kulang tayo ng sense of nationhood. So, ginawa ko po itong presentation na to, not now, we don't have a PowerPoint, but I tried this in UAE and it seemed to resonate. Ano po? Sino ako? So, inspired po ito ni Tita Mila Aguilar na dating spiritual advisor ni GIL po. Birthing Lupang Hinirang. Sabi na daw po, hindi pa pinanganak ang ating bayan. Kasi maraming hugot moments na nadiderail, kumbaga parang nadiderail ho. Nadiderail. Taga-Bicol ako, so we also had the PNR. So, anong meron daw po tayo before the Spaniards even came? But I'm validating this anthropologically para I can write this as a book. We've always had a sense of God in the spiritual po, mathala. In fact, kung hindi dumating Kastila, we would have been Muslim. Tama po? Tama. Yes, historical. So, second, i-review ko kayo mamaya, makinig kayo. Anong meron tayo before the Spaniards came? A sense of God and the spiritual. Because it will explain migration. I'll give you the total picture, then ask me questions. Second, we've always been rich in our natural and human and cultural resources po. According to what I've read, of the 100 volcanoes in the world, we have 1/3 of it. So pag may volcano po, may minerals, gold, and other resources. So mayaman po tayo. We shouldn't even think na pobre tayo, ha? And where there's gold po, we can also, where there's volcano, we can grow abaca. I'll explain about abaca, and I'm wearing one. So third, natural, ha? And we're the center of biodiversity. We produce the best pearls in the world, the jewel pearls. Basta, ang yaman talaga natin. Nakikita nyo paligid natin. Second, sa human resources. God gifted us with TLC po, tender loving care. Sunny disposition, that's why we're in demand all over the world. I'll explain why we're in migration now. Okay po? Okay. And third, we've always been rich in our culture. When the Spaniards came, we had baybayin. We were wearing sinamay. We had gold making. So, don't ever think na mga timawa tayo when they came. We had something going on in our country. And that's why they want us nga because we have something going on in our country, the people who came to us. So, ano pong meron tayo first? A sense of God. Second, we've always been rich in our natural, human, and cultural resources. And third, we've always been a democracy of 3 in the barangay. There are 3 people who run the barangay. First is the dato or the political leader. We have the big political leader as the president. Sa abroad is the ambassador or the consul general, who have to have 3M qualities po. Matino, with integrity, maalam ng issues, and third, matapang. Ilalaban tayo. So, number 2 is the panday or the environmentalist. Because we are disaster impacted. Tama po. And number 3 is the babaylan. The oral priestess who can become a dato, a leader, if the dato dies. Diego Silang, Gabriela Sila. Fourth, and this I have to validate, we've always been gender balanced po. Malakas si nanay sa atin, pantay-pantay lang tayo. That's why, ang mga babae sa atin are also in positions of authority. Tama po? And last, we never have to conquer anyone kasi mayaman nga tayo. Tayo ang gustong sakupin dahil mayaman tayo. But why are we in diaspora? Bakit po tayo nasa labas ng ating bayan? Akala ko ideally, pwedeng itigil. Hindi po pala pwede. Why? There are 2 reasons why we're abroad. Number 1 is spiritual. We're the new missionaries of the world. The Catholics, the Christians, and the Muslims. Kasi po, kung hindi dumating ang mga Filipino migrante sa Italy, sa Rome, sa States, ang mga sambahan doon, magiging bar at saka restaurant. But because we came, tayo ang nagsiserve doon, tayong kumakanta ng ang buhay ng Kristiyano. Before you think I'm very pro-Christian, I'm very interfaith po. Ang eldest namin, out of 11 children, pauk si Papa, may he rest in peace. 12 actually, our eldest is a Muslim. So I think I grew up and my kids were raised up by a Tauso. So I'm very indigenous, I'm very, very into the Philippine psyche and culture. I don't know, it's in my heart. So I like what you're wearing, Ateng. So I wear all of those kind of things. So, nasaan ako? Why are we out in diaspora?
Katagusin mo yan.
Because the world needs us. God gifted us with tender loving care later on. But our spirituality, we are the Balik Islam in UAE. Tayo rin nga po yung kumakanta sa simbahan. So, spiritual. The second reason why we're out is the push and pull factors of migration. We think walang pag-asa ang bayan. That's why I'm happy with President Digong because he's trying to tell our people abroad na balik na kayo, tingnan nyo na. But of course, in the first place, umalis sila dahil akala na walang pag-asa ang ating bayan. Hindi nga po totoo kasi ang yaman-yaman natin. But we have to understand sometimes, one of the other push is domestic violence. That's a gender issue po. But the push is walang pag-asa dito sa Pinas. The pull, kailangan tayo sa UAE po. Kung walang Pilipino doon sa tindahan, walang Pilipino sa bahay, pati yung kasambahay tayong in demand. That's why my studies are on kasambahay issues po. Kasi ang Pilipina po, tutor na, piano teacher pa, naglalaban, nagluluto. Lahat po yan. Yan po ang in a globalized world na kung saan ang mga nanay lumalabas sa Amerika. Tayo po, nurturing po ang tawag ko, hindi caregiving. Politically correct. We nurture the elderly and the young. Sabi nga nun ni Pia, yung naging Miss International, Tagaligaw din po yun, Beauty Runs in Tagaligaw. Si Kigaman, her question when she won was, hindi ka ba nahihiya ang tingin sa mga Filipina ay kasambahay? Sabi niya, hindi. Because we are given the privilege of taking care of the elderly and the young sa bahay. I'll move on. So that's the push and the pull factor. So what are the lies of Philippine migration? Ang positive na binibigay natin sa mundo? I go back to our spirituality or faith po. We're the new missionary. Second F, love of family. Family. Literally, ikamamatay po ng mga Filipino ang pag-abroad. Lalo pa ang nanay. Marami na po akong nakitang lumukso, namatay, nag-suicide. Gusto ko po ipaintindi lalo na sa journalist. I'm retiring in 2 to 3 years po, God willing. And it will really be my advocacy na mapaintindi sa lahat ng nagra-write tungkol sa migrasyon. And tungkol sa being Filipino, I hope God will bless me on that. Maintindihan natin ba't nasa labas ang ating mga kababayan. Na hopefully, maibalik natin dito before they get into harm. Because migration should ideally be out of choice. Hindi out of a feeling kapit sa patalim, aalis ako kasi wala nang pag-asa sa Pilipinas. Gets po ba? So what do we give to the world? 3 Fs. Sabi ng isang pare lang si Geneva. Our faith, love of family, except my social cause po. Why? Right now, feminize ang ating migration. Babae po ang kalahating lumalabas, labor migrants. Sino bang marunong sa migration dito? So pag lumabas kasi si tatay noon, mga construction workers sa Saudi, nanay can binatay kasi babae lang siya, kaya niya. Pero pag lumabas po si nanay, si tatay nahihirapang maging tanay. Minsan po naghaharap ng ibang nanay, minsan po yung anak pa yung ginagawang nanay. Sorry, data on the ground, sorry po. So we have to actually to educate our men, our tatays, sa migration issues po. At saka may support system. So third F is fun, friendship, and food. At meron pang dalawang F dagdag ko ngayon, photo and Facebook. Yan po ang, yes po, di ba? Those are the lights. The shadows, 7 eyes, letter I's, gets you to jail abroad, especially sa Middle East. First I is indebtedness po. That's why I'm also into financial literacy with Brother Bo and other groups. So, pinapautang yung, kasi po, di ba Pasko na ngayon, Nay, pahingi naman ako ngayon ng iPhone. Tay, pahingi po ako ng laptop kasi po. You know what I'm saying? So, yung social cost po ng migration is consumerism on both the OF and the family. Yung mga anak nakatira na po sa malls, dapat po, iPhone, Nike, lahat-lahat. Hindi po natin sinasabing huwag mag-enjoy. But, it has to be learned. Kailangan po, nag-iipon pa rin, nagsisave. Kasi po, pag nagkagera sa Middle East, namatay o na-disable, uuwi po na walang tumawa. Am I? Malapit na po. Malapit na. Sir, just let me finish this. So, second I will be immorality, intoxication, drugs and alcohol, illegal recruitment. So then, I told the Filipinos, sandali, make the most of migration. Then, what are we top 5 of? We are number 3 in labor migration. After India, China, we're number 3. In remittances, we're number 3. But where does it go? Wala nga po, napapariwara. And then, we're top sa disasters, number 3. So, we should learn environmental issues. We're top sa ABACA. Why ABACA? ABACA is the strongest natural fiber in the world. It represents our best qualities for of a Filipino. Strong, resilient, and exceptional, and tardiness. I'm sorry, I was tardy. So what do we need to do to become really a nation and a people? Is to have the bayanihan ng bayan at mga bayani. Collective heroism for a common cause. And Tito Doyle Laurel said, what are the secrets of national success po? He asked the Japanese and the Germans is being patriotic. Let's add godly, because we're supposed to be the most spiritual people in the world, but we don't walk our talk. So, then, next is discipline sa lahat ng bagay. If you love God and country, we should have discipline. And third is a focus and visionary leadership, Tito Eric. So, focus, godly, visionary country team Philippines, led by President Digong, or whoever is the leader, partly with an equally committed and qualified team bayanihan to exemplify global taas ng Filipino. I buy articles here, guys. Everything is here, leadership in times of crisis. I wrote it up. I'll give this to you later on. Sino ako? Ako ay Pilipino, taas ng kahit kanino. So, Yes po.
Pagkulong natin.
This, it's in the book.
Ito.
It was in an article of Kerigma together with the bishop, but Rise Up Filipinos. It's all about why should we be proud, taas noo Filipino. And actually, I sing 2 songs for this. The Sino Ako is a song in church. Hiram sa Diyos ang ating buhay. You know that. Then you answer, ako ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. That's why we go back to origin. Lika sa ating puso, adhikain kay ganda. Sa Pilipinas na ating bayan, lantay na perlas ng silanganan. Wari na tipo ng kayamanan ng may kapal. Bigay sa ating talino, sa mabuti lang laan. Sa ating katutubo, ang maging mapagmahal. Ako ay Pilipino, tayo ay Pilipino. Isang bansa sang diwa ang minimiti ko. Sa bayan ko't bandila, laan buhay ko't diwa. Ako ay Pilipino, Pilipinong totoo. Isa pa po. Ako ay Pilipino, tayo ay Pilipino. Taas noo kahit kanino, ang Pilipino ay tayo. Alhamdulillah. May God be praised.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Asek Grace.
I have to say that because para you understand where I'm coming from.
Alam mo, si Asek Grace dapat magkaroon ng isang agency separate from our palpak na DepEd and DEC and CHED. Dahil alam mo, yung katalantaduhan ng K-12, imbis na ideology, and I don't mind, Asek. No? Ako dito, no holds barred dito sa aming forum. Totoo yung sinasabi ni Asek Grace at ako'y happy na nakarating ka rito dahil ayan din talaga ang advocacy ko na ako talaga meron talagang totoong leader. Sana'y itong forum natin ay mapanood ni Presidente Duterte dahil kailangan natin itong si Asek Grace para ma-instill sa mind ng kabataan na tayo ay hindi pwedeng inaapi. Saka yung sinasabi niya, yung yaman natin, totoo yan. Kaya hindi tayo pinagbibigyan ni Lord. Dahil we're so divided eh. Subukan lang natin, ma-unite tayo. Alam, eto, sabi ko nga sa inyo, magbago lang ng diskarte ang ating presidente. He can unite the people. Kalokohan niya na yung mga nakalipas niyang, kung ano yung mga sinasabi ng change is coming, scam. Na mga dark secrets niya. Kalimutan niya na yan, but full speed ahead. Dump the torpedoes. Maniwala ka. Kaya pa niyang gawin to. Sayang yung effort. Ilan lang, magsi 6 months pa lang siya. Kita mo, lumalabas na yung mga kapalpakan ng mga alipolis niya. So, we have to do something. We have to find it out. Kundi, siyang kakainin itong mga sindikatong nakapalibot sa kanya without him knowing it. Kung magalit siya sa akin, I don't mind. Dahil tayo ay stakeholder sa paglagay niya sa pwestong yan. Tama, mali? Okay. Alam ko, kasi lahat dito, pro Duterte halos eh. Okay.
We need something that will unite us as a nation and as a people. What is that? We have to agree to disagree agreeably. Without that, forget it. Kailangan pagising natin sa umaga, alam natin, pati po yung mga bata, correct po. Some people have invited me to talk to the DepEd about this. I've been presenting this to media, to schools. I have a full presentation.
Talaga mapokus eh. Si Presidente Duterte lang ang makagawa to. Kailangan pakinggan kanya.
Sana po.
Ano na lang po, gusto ko lang po sana makiusap sa inyo since na nakita ko yung advocacy nyo. Marami ko kasing mga magagandang lugar na tourist destination dito sa ating bansa na parang tila kulang ang listahan ng Department of Foreign Affairs. Isa ho rito ang SBMA. Ano ho bang nangyari? Kasi nalaman ko 30 years na pala kayo sa Department of FA.
Kilala ko po si Senator Gordon. No? I mean, we as diplomats po, we have 3 pillars of our foreign policy. Our national security, economic diplomacy, which includes tourism, and protection of our nationals abroad. All nationals abroad. So, yes po, I think it's part of the Duterte administration. That's why we have a new secretary there. So, write me po, you have my card. I'll try to tell the tourism that you are concerned about this. But that's precisely what, when I was in AIM po, we need more planes to bring in the tourists. We need more toilets along the road. I mean, galing po tayo lang sa abroad. My goodness naman. How can we invite people to come kung namamanghi, off the record, mapanghi yung ating mga banyo? Diba? It's very, no. It's very basic po. And this is where the discipline comes in. Excuse me po. This is where the vision comes in. Sir Eric, it has to be a big macro vision for all of us. It has to be an inclusive vision where all Filipinos belong. collective heroism nga. That's bayanihan, that's what we have, sir.
Kung nandun kayo sa UAE, iniinil ko kayo,
Ay,
tawag ko
talaga
sa inyo
po.
ay Ambassador Princess Grace.
Yes po.
Diba? May isa kayong, marami kasi OFW na humihingi sa akin ng tulong
Opo.
online. Ano? So yung isa, Bernadette Simbulan,
Ay, opo.
na tumakas sa kanyang
Natulungan ko po
employer,
ba?
natulungan mo.
Ay, salamat po.
Well, 3 beses nang na-cancel yung kanyang operasyon. Namagana yung daliri, email ko
Yeah, I think I remember.
Makaagad. Anyway,
Yes po.
pag-usapan po natin itong paglingon sa pinanggalingan.
Yes, sir.
no? Kasi dinitali niyo po yung inyong mga basyan para may kulang.
Ano, sir?
No? Ganito kasi yon. Yung mga Pilipino na naging OFW kasi wala nang makuha ang trabaho dito.
Pili lang nila po.
Wala makuha ang trabaho at naghihirap ang buhay dito. Ngayon, sabi niyo, mayaman tayo. Totoo yan. Sana punta yung kayamanan. That's one. Ngayon, yung mga panahon ng mga barangay noong araw, nakalimutan nyo ang justice system noon ng susi.
Yes po.
Kasi trial by jury of ano ang tawag noon? Yung mga
Tutupo, the elders.
Elders.
Tutupo,
Yan,
tutupo.
di ba? Yung elders. Kaya walang injustice masyado
Yes,
doon.
yes.
Kaya maganda yung ating bansa. Pero can you imagine, kasi noong araw, yung mga raha, yung mga dato,
Yes po.
sila yung may-ari ng kayamanan eh.
Ah.
Di ba?
Ah.
Can you imagine kung demokrasya na tayo tapos may trial by jury pa ang kayamanan eh para sa ating lahat, di nila mananakaw?
Yes po.
So palagay ko yun ang missing link.
Yun nga.
Justice system.
Actually, sir, hindi ko na mainanong lahat kasi may doon na ako. But when I write the book, God willing dear, when I have this book po, let it be collective. So I want to check with the anthropologists because baka sabihin, ano pinagsasabi ni Prinsesa?
Kami nasa Philippine Trial by Jury movement, baka pwede tayo magkulong.
Sige po. No, sir, I need all the infos, but I don't presume to know everything about the country. But I just know I love the country, the
Thank you,
Philippines.
Ambassador Princess.
Iyak ako ng iyak pag ganito ang sitwasyon. Truly.
Marami pong dumudulog sa serbisyo trabaho program
Yes po.
na mga may problema ng OFW. Sana naman po kasi karamihan po, lalo po ngayon, yung isa si Angelo, one year ko na po siyang ngayon, hindi pa bumababa yung, not guilty na siya,
Opo.
pero
Saan
tanging
po
dito
ito?
na ako nahirapan sa Jeddah ko.
Okay. Sir, ganito. The President has ordered to look into passports. So, kaya po legislative liaison officer ko. I don't think it's an accident. God put me there talaga. So, I will have access to the meetings. And I'm also in the technical working group on looking at the possibility of having a department of whatever, or maybe a super council to look at the OFWs because po, they're really giving their lives, their blood and tears. They're really giving us all the dollars. So we have to understand. And I would want the media also to understand. I can do Migration 101 as I'm doing para maintindihan nyo where we're coming from. Hindi pwede yung puro lang ganito. Government cannot do it all. The media cannot do it all. The NGO cannot. So we better have collective heroism. The bayanihan ng mga bayani. That's all. Hindi lang ba ang bayani? All of us can be heroes.
Were you appointed by President Digong or you're a
Opo,
career?
I'm career po.
Career siya, career.
So I've been,
Kasi-
yes po.
What I observe is that you got the Filipino ideology, no?
Ah,
That Digong
I
needs
wish
to
so.
know.
Ay, he has
Huh?
those.
Because it seems that we lack direction.
Siya patriot.
We lack direction,
Very clear.
and I think that what you've told us now
Does
must
it
be.
make sense?
Yeah,
Does it
yeah,
make sense?
it makes sense. Yeah, very well.
Alhamdulillah.
Now, I think you should first orient our president
Sir?
so that we will have a clear direction. Because a lot of people are really confused right now.
Ay, nako, sir.
I hope in whatever means
Whatever.
you can relay to the president.
So maybe I'm here with you. Bahala na si Presidente. If he
Oo.
thinks I make sense, I don't presume to tell our President. But I'm a Filipino who loves the
We
Philippines.
need a good direction for our leader. If we do not have that, then we go nowhere.
That's true po. That's what I
Oo.
said. That's what Germany and Japan had. A focused and visionary leadership. Tito Doy Laurel, I was vice consul in Chicago. Sabi ni Tito Doy, eto 3 bagay na meron tong natalo sa World War II. Why are they top 10? Why? Patriotism, a love of country. That's why all the Filipinos from my apos, I have 2 apos, should wake up feeling taas na o Filipino ako and should look at Abaca. Because Abaca is the Filipino. MMK, nakalagay ako. Malakas, matibay at kakaiba, strong, resilient, and exceptional. Abarca represents who we are, the best qualities. Kaya Abaca Princess din po ako. I wear Abaca everywhere. No, really. I call it the Filipino Friendship Fund. We should wake up with a sense of purpose, with a sense of
Napaka-patriotic
pride.
ni Asek.
Hindi, sir. Sayang. Otherwise, wala kang ganang leadership in times of crisis. I got this is in my article, 1998. Iyak ko nag iyak. 100 years of being Filipino and nothing. 7 lessons of his life, and I will go. It's there. A vision, a strategy, spirituality, courage, integrity, perseverance, and discernment. Andiyan po sa article.
Nag-design si Jokno, dapat nasa National Historical Institute ka rin eh.
Ayun,
Maraming paglalagyan.
I always believe in God's providence and in God's timing. So maybe I'm with you here, you're in the media, you are movers and shakers. So let's meet again. I really
Kung you find time to drop by any Friday,
Yes po.
you're always
And we'll be
welcome.
off the record.
Always
and
welcome.
pag-usapan natin the way forward. If you think
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so
You do.
much. And ladies, I have
Okay.
a project
Naglakasan niyang palakpak.
Sir, meron
Ang
akong
hina.
project for the OF girls. Pag-asa Project or Hope, Assist, Support, Aid, Balik Pinas, Balik Hanap Buhay. Yung nasa center po natin, yung mga na-rape, mga nabubog, I have something for them.
Nakatagpo na naman ako ng isang kabaro na naniniwala sa kasaysayan ng lahing Kayumanggi at maharlikang lahi sa luntiang pulong ito.
Ako po si Mami Yet Robles, ang mami at babaeng lagalag. At ito ang aking balita, news, para sa kaalaman ng buong Pilipinas at buong mundo, North, East, West, South. Hanggang sa muli!
At pakialam, galaw-gaw, kung tawagin siya'y ganyan, kang karot.